Wednesday, dude. It's Wednesday. It is another episode of Budrush. What is going on, all of my people? I am your host, Tommy Fresh. You are all my buds. Today is Wednesday, the 10th. 9:30 Eastern.
Yeah.
It is the Budrush Bell. This is the greatest live podcast in the flesh and blood universe since
In the universe of all things flesh and blood, so just the world.
the world of Wraith and Earth. So we are here. We got a great show for you tonight. I'm your host, as I said, Tommy Fresh, but we are joined as always by Mr. Viz, aka Gary, who today graduated from grad school. Oh, wait, there you are. That was just the pillow.
Yeah, I decided, I'm usually wearing a hat, right? So I figured if I graduated today, I should wear the hat I was wearing this morning. Keep the train going.
Yeah, choo choo. That's what trains sound like. No, it looks good. I'm very happy for you.
It took me a while to figure out how to get the headphones and the hat on, because normally I'm doing the old over the hat situation, but see, now I've got to do the old, almost like a headband, like a headphone tiara,
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, it looks
uncomfortable.
It looks like I would not want to wear it. I hope everybody's doing well. We got Mike Popovich in the chat. Mike, great seeing you in Baltimore. We got Darth Prentice, aka Greg, aka the producer, aka Daddy. And we got a great show for you today. This is going to be a pretty lax show. Been a busy couple days. I had to record 2 Fresh and Buds podcasts in 2 days. So I recorded with Steven Cookus, aka DM Armada, on Monday. So that show will be out tomorrow. But today I recorded with Alex Norville, the content creator manager at LSS, aka Legend Story Studios, aka A Flesh and Blood, the company. And that was a lot of fun. So we got a pretty low-key day. We're going to talk a little Scabskin moment. I didn't have a chance to grab packs, but that's okay. Because, I got some goodies for some folks that I'll be sending out soon. I did do a giveaway. We could talk about that as well. But before we get all to that, we're also going to talk about summer vacation because that's coming up because Gary just graduated. That's pretty cool. Summer vacation. And then we're going to do a tier list. And we got Capolo in the chat. Capolo, I got to say, you asked a great question for tomorrow's podcast. And then we're going to say nighty-night. And I'm going to go sleep. Get a little shut-eye, some beauty sleep. But before we do all that, check out the Patreon. Patreon is where you're going to be able to keep the mics hot, the lights on. And you got a lot of bonus stuff. And everybody that's on the Patreon... Everybody that's on the Patreon is going to get at least one of these bad boys. Good deeds don't go unnoticed. And of course, Mike Popovich just said the Go Against segment with the FAP was talking about me yesterday. Boy, I can't wait to listen to that. Or maybe not listen to it, depending on how it went. But so all these good deeds don't go unnoticed. I did a giveaway for them, but the patrons are going to get one, at least one of these. DM Armada said that all the patrons are going to get 2. He said that without my permission, but we'll see. While supplies last.
Yeah, add the old while supplies last on the end there.
Yeah. He was like, "Oh,
Black Friday special,"
Yeah, you'll see it in the podcast tomorrow. But he goes, "Why stop at 1? Give him 2." I was like, Steven, my God,
I need 2 boxes for this. Come on.
Boxes. But check that out, and then check out Fresh and Buds. Like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube. We got a nice spike in subscribers this week, which is awesome. Coming off the heels of the giveaway, which I'll probably end next week because I also got to buy more supplies to send them out. And then, what else we got going on? The Buds Discord, check that out as always. And we got a great show. Capolo says, I always ask great questions, but not always are relayed to the guests. Well, Cap, I gotta say, the ones that don't make it to the guests aren't cutting the mustard there, fella.
Reconfigure your expectations of your questions.
Yeah, but I hope everybody's doing great out there. Mike Popovich says, Tommy Dong is ribbed for your pleasure. I can't imagine what that means, but hey,
this is a family show. Get that out of your minds.
Yeah. See, and Greg says, see Thomas and Sons for details. What is this? What is this, Mumford? I'm the modern day Marcus Mumford over here. But what's new? How do you feel now that you're graduated?
Done. I don't want to deal with academia like ever again. You know, like okay. I was sitting there with my cohort. I think it's a cohort. You know, a group of whatever, and I just had to listen to some guy named Dean say a bunch of stuff. I had never met this guy before.
yeah. I hate the guy's named Dean.
Yeah, he's just Dean of whatever, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm retiring from being Dean," and I'm like, "Okay, great, congrats on the name change, Dean." But you know, and there was a part where somebody was like getting robed, but the doctors were doing their dissertations. I don't know. I didn't stay for the whole thing, but
the doc?
Yeah, so doc. I'm not a doc.
You're not a doc.
I'm not a doc. I'm not. I don't want to be. I don't want to be a doc. But it's masters in strategic advertising and marketing. So just trying to focus on growing the channel, right?
Yeah.
Really advertise and market.
It's been going great. It's been going great.
Great. Great.
What school was that you graduated from?
Temple
DeVry.
DeVry.
No shade to anyone who graduated
University of Phoenix.
Well,
I really but yeah, I feel good. I feel good to be done. My program was very like focusing on like doing a lot of agency work, so like working with clients, group projects. So, happy to not have to deal with group projects ever again. I just have to, work with people that I work with in real life group projects, and make money, not get an A or whatever.
This is a group project.
This is a group project, and somebody's not pulling their weight.
Yeah, Gary. What's up, the real JP? Welcome. Yeah, that's awesome. No, I am happy for you because mostly I'm happy I don't have to hear about you complaining about school anymore. And no.
Yeah. Well, I can probably make more events.
True. That's very true.
Because like I even the Pro Tour weekend, I was like my group. I needed to like make sure my group was like doing the final paper.
Yeah. Well, I've always found that no matter what, when I was in school, I would just take control of the group project because I have trust issues, and and because you get burned once and you never want to get burned again. I'm glad that you're strategically going to be advertising now.
Yeah, I wasn't doing that before.
It was just willy-nilly. You were just advertising, no plan.
Plan. I was just like, what would be a great idea? Just doing a podcast with Tom.
Yeah. Well, who's that guy?
If I had thought a little bit more on that, I would have said, "Whoa, hold on a second. Bad move."
What is non-strategic advertising? Is that just saying like just yelling out to people, "Hey, buy something"?
Well, to be actually literal and serious, so the concept of like strategy, advertising strategy is using research and like informed strategy rather than just throwing a media plan up there and trying to buy, like ad space. So like what I do for work is I do I do ad research. So a lot of surveys, a lot of interviews. And so like in an advertising agency, there's a lot of parts. There's the creatives, and there's the account people. I think you'd be like a great account manager. You're doing sales, you're doing a lot of social stuff. I'm not either of those. I'm behind the scenes doing the research, giving you the numbers, to talk to the people about.
Cool. So we need people like you. Are you a Don Draper fan? Mike asks.
Nah, he's a problematic guy.
Is he? I thought everything he did was.
It's advertising in the '60s or whatever. So everything was like.
So maybe he was progressive at that point. No,
No,
I'm
no,
not-
no.
no, progressive
Definitely
for the
not.
time. I mean, um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but
He was right. He wasn't progressive. He was like on time.
oh
You
yeah,
know, he wasn't ahead or behind.
he was a
You
man
know,
of the time. I mean, hey, I get it.
yeah, timely dude.
Timely. But no, that's pretty cool, man. I
Yeah,
decided not to go back to school.
yeah.
Um,
It's a good plan not to go back to school. I only went because work was paying for part of it. You know, so it was like,
I would only, yeah, that would be the only situation, and I'm not in a
right.
position where my work would ever. They would look at me and be like, "No, you're not.
Wait, you want to get another degree?
We don't even know how you got the first one."
Yeah.
That's what they would say to me. They're like, hey, but listen, Fresh and Buds Incorporated is paying for. No, it's not paying for anything. Um, anyway, we got a great show. No packs, as I said, but I did mention these bad boys. I did open up some Twizzlers bunnies. That's a
Twizzlers bunnies?
leftover from
Wait,
Easter.
let's get the top down on that.
Oh, I got stuff all. Oh, yeah, we can do it anyway.
I want to see these Twizzlers bunnies. This is news to me.
Sorry, let me just make this look nice. Sorry, guys. Um,
Wow. Holy.
I mean,
Okay, so we got we got the wiffle ball
we
going
got the
on.
wiffle ball.
Okay, so the Twizzlers bunnies here. So this is like the bites, kind of.
They're almost like
you know?
nibs.
Yes, the nibs. Got
Yeah.
it. It's some nib action with shaped like bunnies. So they got like, whatever the Twizzler material is, and they put it in like a bunny press,
Yeah, pretty much.
little bunny ingot of Twizzlers.
Got that.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Shout out to Ethan Van Sant. Gave that to me. He was very nice. He said if you buy one, I think I mentioned this last week, but he said if you buy one, it will help him financially, which is cool. But he gave one to me for free, so I'm not incentivized to buy one, but I'll tell other people to do it. That's all from Fab Metal Tokens, which they're doing great stuff. Would love to get a Fresh and Buds one at some point. Not sure what.
I'm doing some talking with him.
Yeah.
That's Marcane stuff,
Well,
so
that's not.
we'll see. We'll see.
Fresh
We'll see if I can work the the whole channel in there. We'll see if we can get like a blue cheese pin or something.
Yeah, I mean, that would be the sweetest, right? Like if we took the sticker, the Bud's Fresh House sticker, made
Oh,
that
yeah.
pin, just
Mhm.
a token. But hey, we'll figure it out. So yeah, Twizzler material. I think it's licorice.
Well, is it licorice? Because licorice flavored things are just not it.
Oh, I love black licorice.
I bet you do. I bet you do.
Yeah, I love it. What's up, Jeff? How you doing?
So have you like Necco wafers?
I don't. The texture is not for me.
Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
but the one that nobody likes from the Necco wafers is the licorice. So I
Oh,
feel like you're just cleaning up shop. If anybody opens a wrapper of Necco wafers, and they're just like, I don't like these licorice ones. You're the one that's gonna be like, I got them. I'll clean it up.
Yeah. I just don't like the chalkiness, but I do love like a chewy black licorice. I have salted black licorice coins on my nightstand that sometimes I'll be like, oh, a little treat before bed,
Just a little nibble.
a little treat. I don't know. I just love it. It's something that I grew to love. I think Good and Plenty's were big, like
Got
a big
it.
like eye-opening experience, and then I started like getting into the hardcore stuff.
Yeah, the gateway drug was the Good and Plenty.
Yeah. So,
Shout out to candies that look like medication.
sorry, Jeff. I mean, sorry, Rabbit. I meant Rabbit. But hey, listen. I want to talk about Scabskin Moment of the Week,
Yeah.
which is Capola. We're talking about real licorice. You know what we're talking about. Salty.
Twizzlers.
No, Twizzlers. Twizzlers. I love Twizzlers too. But Scabskin Moment of the Week here is I put a poll up today. It's got a decent amount of votes.
What's your sample size? 110. There we go. This is
110.
statistically significant.
I don't know if people can read that. It's a little bit small in my OBS, but we I put out this question: will Levia get what she needs to take to the next level in Dusk Till Dawn? Out of 110 votes, we got 32.7% yes so far. 42.7% no. Don't love that. And then 25% give it a rest, Tommy, which I believe Gary voted that.
Yeah, if you pulled up my Twitter, it would say that I've selected give it a rest, Tommy. And frankly, I feel like that is the most accurate answer option.
Well, yeah, I mean, probably like, on and on about it,
Another tweet about this shit. Come on, guys.
Yeah. Well,
Let's keep it moving.
I took a break with some Riptide stuff, but we're back. You know, we gotta get ready for Dusk Till Dawn. Now, Chris from AGE here says LSS forgot about Levia and Bolton. Let's be real. Of course, I said I don't want to be real ever. Jesse, the Orc Knight. Didn't the wonderful creators game tell someone to be patient when this question got asked? I think that alludes more to the set not necessarily having all the goodies for Levia specifically. I'm going to choose not to believe that. Pat, obviously, trolling here. Joe Biden, West Kanye, Femboy Burger, who went 4-0 with Levia at the Pro Tour.
Oh, he's already there.
Said, literally will get nothing. Okay. And Sigma, the biggest surprise here, said that I should give it a rest. Sigma, we don't rest.
Like, we don't rest. We don't sleep.
We don't sleep. But Ryan, sorry, not Chris. Oh my God, sorry. I meant a lot.
Just naming everybody Chris and Chuck and Charles.
Chuck. I just automatically. So thank you, Capolo. It is Ryan. Me and Ryan had a good time. I probably have called him Chris multiple times at this point, and now I feel dumb. But I did that with Matt McInnes. So listen.
You mean Chuck?
Chuck Charles. So it's part of the bit. So
yeah, never get a name right, and it's your whole identity.
Yeah. So what do you think? Besides giving it a rest?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, see, as much as I hate to say it, you will get something. You know.
I mean, you gotta have something.
I wish she would never get anything.
Why?
So that way you, so that way you guys could just keep complaining forever, and I can just wallow in your sorrow, and just soak it in.
Listen,
but no, I really.
It's not. Listen. It's not unique to Levia that we complain. Right. We just complain. That's.
And the thing is, like, you guys have kind of a built-in like whole thing that's like, well, if I don't get to do this, I'm dead. It
is nice. It's awesome.
And it's really cool. Like, I'm living this high. I'm rolling high. But like, sometimes the luck runs out.
More than sometiing. I will say, eventually she'll get something, right? I don't know if it's a set or a different set.
You're gonna get shadow cards minimum.
Yeah, and I will say, I will say, Gary, if you don't mind me saying,
I might, but let's just hear it out first.
I'm gonna have a tough time. I'm gonna wish she never got something, like when she's like one of the best decks. Oh, and then I'm like still losing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Call it. Okay. May 10th, 9:49 p.m. EST. Tommy has claimed that she'll get something,
and I'll still suck.
So good. Yeah, it'll still suck.
I mean, yeah, but I still can't believe I was calling Ryan Chris. Sorry. Well, at least I heard about it live on the show, unlike the Charles and Matthew thing where. Yeah. Where people were correcting me after, which was pretty hilarious.
You were living in the past.
Living in the past.
Regret. Full of regret.
Regret. So, listen, I don't know. I feel like they're so probably focused on just making sure that we have a decent Shadow Rune Blade and Light Illusionist replacement. that we might not get a lot of stuff, but she's gonna get something. And
yeah.
and yeah, we'll see. And Mike, I appreciate your positivity. Mike thinks I will be winning. I'm inclined to agree now. Actually, now I think about it a little bit, I'm going to be winning a lot.
Self-deprecation has gone out the window once he has one person believing in him.
Yeah, Mike Popovich. New name will be Tommy Top Tables. Listen, Pro Tommy Tour. No, that doesn't say Pro Tour Tommy is what they're going to be calling me.
Let it cook.
I'll be cooking. Oh, I'm cooking. I've been cooking. But anyway, that is that. You're going on summer. You're not going on summer vacation.
Yeah.
It is now the end of the semester. People are getting out of college. High school's out in a month.
Yeah. Some people in my class didn't even go to graduation because they just went on vacation. They were just like, I don't want to deal with that.
I don't blame them. I didn't walk at my college graduation.
Did you run?
No. I barrel rolled.
They call your name Tommy Fresh, and they just like do a somersault on the stage.
Yeah, they're like, nah. Actually, you know what? Do another year.
But yeah, I was like, it would be great is to talk a little bit about Ichiro, and say, what are they doing for summer vacation? You're living in Jersey, living in Pennsylvania, Delaware, the old tri-state. You're going to the shore, maybe you're going to a fair, maybe you're going, maybe if you got a lot of money, you're going to the Hamptons, maybe you're doing a bunch of different stuff, So I figured it'd be great to see what these heroes would be doing for the summer,
Yeah. Let's see. All right. Who's
first one, we got Arachne Huntsman. All right. We're doing CC only because there's a lot of Blitz heroes. We don't have time for this.
We don't have time. So off the gates, I'm thinking Lords France.
Oh, well, okay.
I mean, they have the famous shrine that heals people, and Arachne's got quite the tumor, quite the mass going on. Not sure if it would work, but I think Arachne would give it a shot.
Got it. Okay. You're thinking it's a healing situation here.
Yeah.
See, I was thinking that Arachne would be more like the pickpocket on the boardwalk.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Sorry,
I'm just hopeful, and I'm a positive guy.
Thinking, like an assassin going to a church of healing didn't really hit me, but I see what you're saying. They want to be a better person.
Yeah.
They want to get better. Because you can't be as sneaky when you have a hump. You can be intimidating.
Yeah.
But you can't be.
Yeah, but the pickpocket makes sense. I'll give that to you, to be honest. Boardwalk, or just like the streets of Barcelona, where the pickpockets are plentiful. My father just got back from Barcelona, and he said that you got to be careful.
Yeah. So okay. So Arachne's going to Barcelona. Now, of this list, we'll get to it. But who's going to Ibiza?
Ibiza. I mean, Bravo.
Maybe, yeah. I have another idea for Bravo.
Okay,
we'll get there. But next we have Azalea. So Azalea ate to the hole.
I mean, Azalea. Gosh, Azalea's big game hunting.
Yeah.
She can't help it. She wants to like brush up the skills, keep them sharp. Get those aim counters. Just go out into the wild and get pretty
going
crazy.
Hunting, going camping, hunting.
Yeah, I think so.
Got it. Yeah, taking a break from the contracts, but getting more into the wilds.
Yeah,
I could see it
off the grid, right?
Off the grid.
Doesn't need Blackjack Tavern calling up all the time, right?
Yeah.
I get it.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right. So next one, Bravo. My thoughts. Bravo is all about the GTL.
The GTL, the Greater Toronto. No, wait.
Jim Chan Laundry.
Oh, Jim Chan Laundry. Sorry.
Come on.
Oh, that makes sense. Actually. So he's going to Seaside.
Oh yeah, Seaside Heights.
Yep.
He's going to Seaside Heights, hanging out with Paulie D at the Jersey Shore house.
Yeah.
Going to what Club Karma, is that what the club is?
It's
You know?
something. I never watched
Yeah.
the show based on
Wow.
on principle because they're not even from Jersey. Just so you know.
I know the Staten Island mainly.
Yeah, which explains a lot.
How do you feel about Bravo?
Bravo. Jim Tan Laundry makes a lot of sense there. He's partying. I think we know that he's partying.
Oh, yeah.
It's either Jim Tan Laundry or it's Coachella or it's something along those lines, like Electric Zoo, maybe like a big EDM concert.
Got it. Ooh.
So I could see that for sure.
He just wants to party. He's where the party be at.
Yeah. That's for sure. And I think we could both agree that Bravo is a big partier.
Big partier. All right, next one, we got Briar.
Ooh. Briar. Damn. I think Briar's going up to the Pacific Northwest to the Redwoods.
Yeah.
Foraging mushrooms.
Mm.
Maybe like, kind of just getting out in the thick,
in the thick of it.
The thick of it. I could see that. I could see maybe no, I think she's getting out in nature one way or another.
Oh, hiking. She's hiking a lot.
Yeah.
Nature hike, you know?
100%. And like, I don't know. Yeah, Pacific Northwest feels right. Maybe even an Alaska cruise. Like I could see her. Like
she's getting a little bit of that ice talent, just a little bit.
Yeah. It's summer vacation, so she knows it's not going to be too dangerous. But yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see that. Really, getting into the woods. Different than Azalea. Azalea is going on like a little bit of a hunting trip. Yeah. Briar's going out there to recharge. Really get into it.
Definitely.
All right. So next we have Chain.
So
Chain. So I feel like Chain is like really getting in. I feel like. All right. So you know how like a lot of like during the summer, a lot of people don't actually go outside a lot like me.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of good games that come out in the summer. Maybe I think he's just really getting back into his game catalog. Taking the time and really just hitting that Steam library hard.
Okay. All right. Maybe I was thinking maybe, Chain is going to like new age and goth clubs in like Berlin, right?
Germany.
Yeah, like what's up, Sin? Welcome to the chat, brother.
Yeah, it's the boys.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point too. Capola says Chain's going to Norway to metal concerts. Yeah, anything goth or new age.
I got a question for Sin because we just passed his girl Briar. Sin, what is Briar doing for her summer vacation? And we're gonna move on because we're not gonna wait for you to answer. But we want you to tell us.
Let it simmer a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that. I actually released traveling with the EDM concert. Yeah, or the metal concert.
Yeah.
I don't know who Mayhem is, but I've seen some posters that look chaotic, and I bet they're one of them.
Yeah, 100%. Now, who's next?
Dash.
Oh,
Dash is interesting.
Dash, what's Dash doing?
I feel like Dash runs like those like summer camps where like you can send your kid to learn like how to code, or like I'm not doing it. I never went to one, or I remember like seeing ads for them, and my parents would never send me. But
like space camp.
Yeah, like space camp. But it's just more like engineer camp. I feel like she has a camp. She's like the wet hot American summer of the engineer camp.
I could see that. I could see that for sure.
It's like her little side hustle. Techlo Industries sponsored like summer camp.
Also, hello, Michael. Welcome to the chat.
Hey, Mike.
I could see the engineer camp, but I could also see like wants to go where the technology's like off the charts, off the chain, as it were. and off the combat chain. Tokyo. My thoughts, Tokyo.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, she is a slurping up the ramen. She is just like going on the high speed train, and she's having a blast over there, I think.
Yeah, she's marveling with the technology, you know.
Yeah.
If she's gonna go on a trip, I would say she'd go to Tokyo.
But maybe it's an engineer camp in Tokyo.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, Teklo Tokyo. I don't know. We're not gonna mix that now.
No,
I don't feel like doing that. All right, we got Dorinthia next.
Oh, she's a horse girl. So she's going to a horse camp.
Kentucky Derby. You know, she's all about the horse camp. An equestrian. Okay, an equestrian.
Yeah. Well, I don't think she's going to the Kentucky Derby because she wants to get on those ponies and just kind of like, you know, ride around. She's got the long flowing blonde hair. It just feels very horse girl to me. Like every horse girl I knew in high school, it was Dorinthia. You know, she wants to shed the armor, you know, for a minute, and I bet she'd be in a really flowing thing. So,
stirrups or no stirrups?
Stirrups or no stirrups? That's tough to say. She is no, she's a natural. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah, natural. Yeah. I was gonna say, no stirrups for her. I mean, she's got it. Next, we got Dromai.
Oh God.
So I feel like since we got these draconic heroes, I feel like they're thriving in this heat.
Yeah.
You know, they're thriving in the heat. I want to say, you know, she's you know, just going to Hawaii, you know, going to volcanoes, going to like, you know, where it's hot, where it's like, you know, if it's hot, or maybe Arizona.
In
the desert.
The desert. Know? Oh yeah, it's the same. She's going to Sahara. Like
yeah.
Come
Phoenix?
on. Phoenix.
She's basically a Phoenix.
Phoenix. Oh yeah. Well, I guess 5 would kind of hang out in Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
I don't
5's
know.
going to Phoenix.
I think she needs to go wherever the dunes are. You know.
The dunes. Yeah. She's very excited for the Dune movie.
Yeah. Dune your mom. No, I'm kidding. Anyway. Yeah. No. Somewhere where there's dunes. Somewhere hot. I think the Sahara. I think, or even like
Australia.
The
Outback.
The Outback Steakhouse. Maybe. No China.
I don't know much about Hong Kong
or China.
So I can't. Or China. I don't. And unfortunately, I don't want to say this person's going there. You know.
And then it not accidentally not being China. You never know.
Yeah.
So,
you never know.
You never know.
But I think Phi is going to Phoenix.
Yeah, she's going to Phoenix, Arizona.
He's a real big Cardinals fan, you know.
Yeah.
Diamondbacks.
Yeah. He's going to party at ASU.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, biggest party school in America.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks like his party guy, but don't piss him off.
Yeah.
He's an angry drunk.
Also, no underage drinking.
Is he underage?
I don't know.
I think he's close, but young Phi definitely. But I think adult Phi, the adult Phi is old enough.
He's 40.
He's 40 life. Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Wow, that would be kind of funny. Every year old you are, that's how many life points you get. What's next?
Icelander. So I think Icelander, like Dash, she's got a side hustle. Sure. And she's running the ice cream stands. She's like the Core brothers, you know?
Oh, yeah. So so you ever go down to Jersey Shore?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and all of a sudden you hear the ding, 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 ding. And she's pushing a cart out. She's got little frozen treats in there for people. And they always get sandy, but what can you do?
Oh yeah, because you know the way that over the dunes, you know, and this is for the listener. Over the dunes, usually there's like a little boardwalk thing. Depends on the beach. Yeah, depends on the beach. If you go into a boardwalk beach, you know, there's a lot of shops along the way, but not all the beaches have boardwalks over here. So there's like usually like a dune, and then there's the street, but then there's the beach. You know, and then the ice cream person usually gets on the other side of the dune just so they don't have to,
Yeah.
their cart can still go. They still got the agility of moving the cart, driving the truck without having to deal with the sand.
They'll bring it to the edge, maybe.
Yes.
They'll just
Yeah.
pass it in, and they'll say, "How you doing?"
And ring the bell, to really bring the children in.
Ding, ding, ding. That's the waning moon. Ding ding ding.
Yes.
Ding.
Waning moon. There you go. See,
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah, I think she's got an industry of ice cream cart.
Sure, an armada.
An armada, if you will. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Next we've got Kano.
Ugh. Kano. Kano.
He's going to the Hamptons, I think. He's like one of the. He's like.
You think he's elite?
Yeah, I think he's elite. I think he's like, he's basically the cast from Summer House.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that.
You know?
I could see that.
But he's just like, oh, you're not going to the Hamptons this year?
Yeah, he is annoying like that, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, oh.
And then, like, at any moment you say, oh, I think I might be able to make it to the Hamptons. He says, oh, I'm sorry. We don't have any space.
He's going to the Hamptons or he's going to, like, a private island.
Yeah.
Little St. James. No.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Okay. I don't know. He's too
no, I think he's on a yacht. He's either on a yacht or he has a house that he doesn't want people to, he's very exclusive.
Sure. Reclusive.
Yeah, reclusive. Yeah. But he wants you to know what he's doing.
But he also wants to feel exclusive. Like, only I get to hang out with me.
Yes, yeah. Okay, Katsu. Okay, now this one, when you were talking about Coachella, I was thinking, Katsu's like, he's the wanderer, right? But he's really following all of his favorite bands on the tour, Like, I feel like Katsu would have multiple cities of the Eras tour.
Yeah, or like jam bands, maybe.
Yeah.
Like,
I could see that, yeah.
Like a fish head, like a dead head.
Trampled with turtles?
Trampled by turtle Katsu. But I also initially was like, he also seems like a big surfer, right?
Oh yeah.
He's like, I'm just wandering, dude.
He's just wandering the waves. Just hanging Kadachi for one, dude.
Hanging Kadachi for one. Yo, check out my board, dude. It's called Edge of Summer. So that's just
he's either like a deadhead or he's going up and down the coast trying to find the best wave.
Yeah. He's on the California. But I don't know. All
right. Next one I don't want to weigh in. Saw that dude in Daytona. Yeah. He was in Daytona for sure. Okay, Levia. Next, I'm not gonna weigh in at all. You can. Where's Levia other than Stockton, New Jersey?
It just docks me. All right. Levia. Part of me just wants. She's a big staycation girl.
Oh, okay.
She's like, you know what? I live life to the fullest. I don't know. It doesn't really make sense. I don't know what she's doing, to be honest. It's a little tough because I feel like you would think she's into the metal stuff as well, but I honestly believe in my heart of hearts that maybe she is got this softer side, and this what comes out on Vacation, right? She, like, the little girl that's inside of her comes out, and like she goes into Norah Jones concerts and Fiona Apple and stuff like that. So like maybe she's got that nice little. She's singing "Fast Car" by Tracy Chapman, I think. So that's my thoughts. Or it's a staycation. I think either that or she's going to see some nice folky, low key piano music.
Not what I expected at all, but you're the expert.
What would you say? It's tough to say.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was thinking she was going fishing.
Yeah, it's a good point.
I mean, I know Riptide's going fishing for sure.
Riptide is.
Yeah. We're gonna jump the gun on that one.
Yeah.
Riptide's going fishing.
Riptide doesn't care. It's deep sea. It is freshwater. It is freaking I'm going like up to the lakes in Ontario. It doesn't matter. He is just going after it. You know,
Oh,
he's
you know
like,
what? Leviah Country Girl. Yeah, I could definitely see her as a rancher.
oh, and she's wrangling stallions with her,
Mm-hmm.
her
Yeah,
things.
yeah, yes.
It's just, come here.
What? Like,
And
I see it. I see it. All right, next we've got Lexi.
oh, I mean that's Coachella.
You think? Yeah, that's Coachella. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
festivals. Yeah, yeah, I see that.
she's a
I
festival
see
girl.
that.
She's
Eras tour
she's
for
hula
sure.
hooping, and
Yeah, the queen of Coachella, if you will.
yeah, easy.
Easy, easy. Oldham.
Ugh.
I feel like
Well,
he's going to Greenland.
going to
You know,
Greenland. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's a little warm for him down there, but yeah, I think
Greenland.
like warm for him. I mean,
Oh, okay.
yeah. I don't know. I also, yeah, I did say Levi in Ontario. Um, I also feel like when I think of Oldham on vacation, I think of like the images of Santa when he's on
Oh,
vacation and
Christmas in July.
Christmas, July. He's like hanging in Key West, and he's got
Mm.
a fat margarita, and you don't really know it's him because he's in like
Yeah,
a white tee,
yeah.
sunglasses, and a cap.
Alternative thought. He's going to the southern hemisphere
Oh, sure,
because it's colder.
Antarctica.
You know, he could be going down to Antarctica, making the journey.
That'd be sweet. Hanging with some penguins.
Yeah. Some yeah, some iceberg situation.
Sure, I think so.
Yeah. All right, next we've got Prism.
Ugh.
And so my thought for Prism is she's going on tour. You know, she's like the summer tour, like she's Taylor Swift, if you will, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I was trying to think like, oh, she was also the girl that was scrolled up in the library the
Mm,
whole summer, and like
yeah.
you saw her back in school, day like first day of school. I'm like, oh, Prism, what'd you get up to? Oh, I read this. I read that. I read this. Like, oh, did you do
Tags,
anything?
you know, everybody writes tags in her little
Tags.
yearbook.
Yeah, but I could see her as obviously a Swiftie easily.
Oh yeah.
You know, and it cost her an arm and a leg to honestly get there.
Mhm.
So Ticketmaster, brutal, but
Yeah. She could also be, you know, like she's could be holding like, you know, a summer book club, you know, in the library.
sure.
You know, like our game store has like a summer camp, you know, in the game store. I could see her running like a summer camp in the library, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I did just say a couple. Yeah, you guys. Yeah, library. I mean, library makes sense. Summer book camp kind of also makes sense. Ah, jeez. Yeah. I mean, I don't think she's doing anything exciting. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Well, speaking of exciting, Reinar.
Hmm. uh, Ryan is jet skiing.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna get a jet ski, and he's gonna buy one day one of the summer,
Yeah,
and
they won.
he's riding it every day, and he is just like, oh, I'm getting all my money's worth, and he's not gonna dislike any minute of it.
Yeah, I feel like the key part of this summer vacation for him is he buys a new jet ski, and his goal is to see how long he can keep that jet ski without wrecking
Yeah,
it. You know?
yeah, yeah. Also, on a flip note, if he's not doing that, he is trying to visit every baseball stadium in the country.
Oh yeah,
Swing big. I mean,
swing big. Yeah, he's a big Sox fan.
yeah. Why? He's a big Rocks fan. Let's just say that.
Oh, Colorado Rockies. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Rockies.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't
for
know.
sure. Yeah,
Kabbalah says Reiner is in the
that's true.
Amazon jungle cutting down trees for fun. Playing the next season's Survivor. Jeez.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Riptide, but we already hit him. He's out there.
Fishing.
He's in the water.
Oh, that's a good point, Michael. He says, I thought that Reiner would be crawling his way through every pub in Ireland.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's drinking.
Yeah, he's drinking for sure.
Yeah, and then getting on the jet ski.
Okay, so we've got Bolton. Family vacation,
Family vacation.
Disneyland. You know.
Yeah, Disney fits the vibe for Bolton, as much as I hate to say it. But I could also see Bolton being the really corny dad who's like, hop in the Winnebago, we're going cross country, just like National Lampoon's Vacation.
Yes, I could see that for sure.
Sure.
And he's like, yeah, oh yeah, yeah. It's either it depends how he's feeling, Yeah. I feel like we're going to Disneyland for Father's Day, kind of thing, because sometimes he's feeling fun, but sometimes he's feeling a little bit righteous, so he wants to go out on the world and just start, exploring.
He's definitely taking the kids to church on every Sunday. Easily.
Church first, Disneyland in the afternoon.
Yeah.
We got a Zuri now.
I think it was. I don't know. I'm trying to think realistically. What would Zuri do? Zuri saved up a lot of money in her work, right? So she is using that money to really treat herself. I think, oh God, I think in the Swiss Alps.
Oh, going to the old Swiss?
I don't know what makes me say that, but it feels like a luxurious thing to kind of do. Obviously, it's the summer, so it doesn't really make much sense.
Yeah. I was thinking she was just continuing her dealings, but under the boardwalk.
Oh, sure. Like,
she's like running the under the boardwalk empire.
It's like that one episode of Always Sunny.
Yes.
Zuri goes training tigers with Tiger King. I can see that too.
Oh yeah,
definitely. Yeah. Oh, maybe it's safari. She's just like, yeah, I'm going on a safari at Six Flags in Jackson, New Jersey.
Great adventure, baby. Great adventure. All right, and the last one here is Viserai.
Go for it.
All right. So this one I'm not too sure, right? Because he's got this, going to the metal concerts with Chain, but also like, I feel like he would, see, he's exploring, he's trying to figure out who he is. Mm-hmm. He's trying to figure out, what is this? What is he? Is he a cyborg? Is he a man? Is he a magic? Is he a wizard? Yeah. And so I really feel like he would be just, traveling through Europe, maybe Transylvania.
Sure.
Like Western Europe style. Kind of like really just exploring where like all of these monsters could have been, like he's basically a Frankenstein, if you will.
Sure.
And I feel like he's just exploring Europe, but not necessarily like any particular area. He's just more like reading a lot of horror novels and like exploring, he's going to to see Bram Stoker's house.
Yeah.
Mary Shelley, he's doing a lot of research, but LARPing across Europe. That's basically, like he's exploring. He needs to re-explore the world, sure. And I feel like Europe, like, is the dark parts of Europe, Victorian literature. I feel like that really hits. The Mauvrian skies, like he just wants to see the world from the art of Mauvrian skies.
I think that's probably spot on. I will say though, my idea was that he pursues his dubstep DJ career.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And does the festival circuit. But, you know, I just, the mask, and like, well, he's basically Daft Punk.
Marshmallow.
He's basically Marshmallow. Which neither of them are dubstep. He's basically Skrillex.
Yes.
Cinema. He 100% has a #1 Skrillex fan shirt.
Yes, for sure. He's got the soundboard on lock.
Oh.
But But I really do feel like he's exploring what it means to be a monster. You know?
Yeah, yeah. Which dubstep? No,
I'm sure there's a dubstep song called Monster, and then there's probably like 5 different ones that are called Monster, but like remix featuring, you know. So
and they all sound the same. No, I love dubstep. That's my favorite line from Deadpool 2.
but here the beat goes, "Bow, bow, bow," and this one it goes, "Bing, bing, bing," you know. Whoa, whoa.
All right, we got a tier list to get to, and then we're gonna say goodnight.
Yes.
All right, we are doing the tier list for the boots. A lot of the
Legs.
boots, not all.
We're talking.
Yeah, not all the not all of them in the games, but we did all Majestics and better, and then a select few rares and commons, right?
Yeah.
So first out of the gate, we have Achilles Accelerator.
Yeah. This one's interesting because it's a common.
Yeah.
But like,
I mean,
Dash doesn't want to play anything else.
That's true. Was that A tier?
Like, it's A tier because like it's either A or above. You know, we got to figure out some sort of structure here. Just because, like,
yeah,
could it be replaced? Maybe it could be replaced.
Yeah.
But
I think it's getting. I
feel like
I think it's getting a B for basic.
Yeah, but I mean, it's good.
Yeah.
You know, it's not. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a common, but like, you know, it's just I think bump it up to A. You know, like if you're playing this over pretty much any other legs you have access to.
Yeah, but is that just because we don't have? I mean, we haven't been to metrics, and
B. I think you're right.
I think B for basic.
Yep.
Next we have Storm Striders.
Yes. So, all right. So this is the reason we did this was because Rabbit and I were having a discussion about Storm Striders versus Creepers.
Yeah.
And so my thought is, for a piece of equipment, if a piece of equipment is a combo piece, is it higher tier or is it a tool?
It's hard to say.
Right?
Here's the thing. It can be a combo piece, but I think it's going to get an A. I'm not quite getting an S. And my reasoning is it's certainly a combo piece, but like if you think about an Icelander, it's like this is how you win the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But it's not like you gotta put yourself in that situation, right?
Right.
So
yeah, you need to know when. And it's really on the player, right?
Yeah. Capola's doing alliteration.
I think A I think that A makes sense, but I also think that it's S based on player experience.
Okay. Oh,
you know what I mean? Like
the person
on the surface,
it?
Yeah, like on the surface. So, like if you activate Storm Striders at the wrong time, you can lose the game.
Yeah.
Like it quite literally will lose you the game.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like if you don't win that
yeah,
like
if
when
you don't win, you
off.
lose. You know, I would give this an A+ for sure.
A+. Well, I'm keeping it A because I think we're gonna have a lot of S's here.
Yeah.
And Mage Master Boost is not one of them. And here's the reason
Mage
why.
Master, and that Mage Master's Boost is basically worse version of Storm Striders, but it's a good call out because it's very good in Commoner.
It's good in Commoner. I'm gonna give it a C for Commoner, but also C because if you're running these, you are like telling your opponent, I want to do something with them. And it's usually just Tome of Fyendal, I feel like.
Yep.
So
and C4 could be replaced.
Could easily be replaced. Next is, I think we can both agree that Null Rune Boots is a D.
Yeah.
Because guess what?
I was thinking.
Guess what?
Don't need it.
Don't need it because guess what? We're all getting A, B somewhere. The boots.
Honestly.
This
They're
might be the only
they're a
D.
necessity. Yeah, they're a necessity, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you need them. Sometimes you forget to bring them. But you know, if you're playing Vexing Quillhand, you're not playing Null Rune Gloves. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So, sorry, you're going in the D slot. Next, we got Breeze Rider boots. I'm gonna be honest
This
with
one's
you.
interesting. I don't even know what the text
I don't even know what
does.
it says.
I think it gives something go again.
Yeah, I think so.
Let me look it up real quick here, so
Look it up.
we can be
I
be an informed.
I thought that the pictures would be bigger.
Okay, it says when an ninja attack action card you control hits, you may destroy Breeze Rider boots. If you do, attack action cards with combo gain go again.
Oh,
So this quite literally is a combo card.
Yeah. C for combo.
Yeah, and it has Battle Worn.
Or B for Breeze Rider. Battle Worn's good.
Battle Worn is very good.
Blocks 1?
Blocks 1.
Okay.
Honestly, I think at minimum B for Battle Worn.
B for Battle Worn. Giving combos go again is pretty good. It reminds me of a boot we didn't put on this list. The Assassin one.
Flippers. Oh, it wasn't on the list.
Yeah, that's all right.
Oh, hold on a second. We need to put it in there, but it wasn't on the February legs.
Oh, well, that's all right. I mean, it's gonna be hard for me to add it already because I had to build this tier list. But you know what? We'll just give it
a shout for Assassin.
A for Assassin. Next we got
Perch Grapplers.
Perch Grapplers. Oh, I love this card.
It's a great card because it blocks.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, like, I guess like it gives some combo potential. B for blocks. I think actually, yeah, you're right. B for blocks. It's just blocking 2. It's just the fridge, and if you ever, I don't know, there are possibilities of using the ability, the go again for your arrows, but
yeah,
come on,
it's the block.
Beaten trackers.
Okay, beaten trackers. So I'm gonna put this C for commoner.
Yeah. I still like the other option that we will be talking about a lot more.
Yeah.
I understand that like maybe in some matchups in CC and like Blitz it could be, probably just better.
Yeah.
If you're on the play on Rhino.
But it's not B for Blitz, it's C for commoner, so.
Yeah. C for commoner. Keep it there. All right. Spellbound Creepers. What does this do?
All right, we're gonna discuss this one very little. It's going on the top. No, do you want me to say what Spellbound Creepers does?
I know what it does.
Okay.
So
if you read Stormstriders, it does that, but every time you would play an attack, and as long as you deal arcane damage, you can play a do it.
Yeah. And you have to block or attack with an attack, right?
You can block or attack.
Yeah, block or attack.
And it blocks.
And it blocks for 1. Yeah, the card's good. I really dislike the cold foil. I will say
I love the cold foil.
It looks sloppy to me, but maybe that's just
it's serious. It's fair.
It's
fair. It's not like a standard issue cold foil, where the metal shines. It's about the fog.
Yeah.
But as much as I do love Spellbound Creepers, I do think at some point it will get banned, because it's one of those cards where if you know how to manipulate it, it can be very broken.
Oh yeah, I mean especially.
Stormstriders was banned already, right? So we do have to keep that in mind.
Oh, for Blitz, yeah. I don't know if I don't know. I don't know if it will get the ban in CC, but we'll see.
All right, so footsteps.
Yeah.
At least an A.
I think so too. So my reasoning for that is, while it is very good, I think its heyday will always be original Prism.
Yeah.
I imagine it's still good in certain versions of Dromai, and I imagine it'll be good in the new Prism. But we don't know what the new Prism's like. Yeah. So I think it's gonna live in the A tier, where it's like it's not going to perform at the same level that it did.
Right. Yeah.
And that's just it. It's a has been, and you know, some of these cards are never wases, and it's okay.
Well, honestly, though, it does block,
Yeah, it does block.
which is nice. It can block pretty much forever. So if you have the resources to spend, it's pretty good. But I don't think it's an S tier. I mean, I know we're biased, and we know what we going in. We know what the 2 S tiered ones are going to be. We know. Okay.
I think there's 3 S tiers on this list.
Oh,
actually, there's 4. I think there's 4.
Okay, all right. So yeah. Okay.
The next,
but I think that's his A.
Yeah, I think that's totally fair.
It's extremely good, and it's a little bit of a security, a little bit of a security insurance plan here, but it's not going to be as good in every deck, like a Storm Shredders or like a Spellbound Creepers.
For sure. Now Valiant Dynamo's D. Psych! It's an S. That card's insane.
yeah. Honestly, it really is.
This card's. It's actually baffling to me that this card doesn't seem. I mean, I think it's more of a hero problem, not an equipment problem currently. Yeah. But man, when this card is good, this card is like, it's insane.
You get so much value off of that card.
You can easily get a Carrion Husk amount of value out of this card in one game, if not more.
Yeah. And you don't have to take blood debt for using it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, Levi never takes blood debt if you play her correctly. Until you lose.
So when are you going to get to the point where you're playing her correctly?
All right. So Valiant Dynamos is an S easily.
Yes. Easily. Hooves. Now.
Ding, 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 ding. Where?
B.
B?
Yeah.
I think so too. So I think there's a lot of comparisons between hooves and beaten trackers, but there's something about the hooves, right? Just it's so in Levi, it's so much easier to hit, and to plan around hitting
than a beaten trackers.
It's like it is. You know exactly because it's rewarding you for doing what you want to do anyway. Same with beaten trackers, but like beaten trackers, you have a little bit less control, right? Because you can draw something off the top that's a non-6 and discard it. And with hooves, if you are managing your graveyard correctly, you know you're going to hit, and then you can set up your nice kind of go wide turn.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a really good version, especially if it's for Shadowbirds. I did pick up my cold foil, so when I decide to play him, it's pretty nice. Yeah. But yeah, I think B just because B for brute,
B for brute.
And speaking of brute, this next one we're going for B, right?
No way. S is the best card in the game. Scabskin Leathers, folks. Listen, you heard it here first. Scabskin Leathers is an S for Scabskin and also being super special and really good.
And also for 6s and also for Psych, I rolled a 1.
Psych. So listen here, right? Let me just lay it out for you fools. Blocks 3.
Yep.
And it gives you on average 1 action point a turn, but sometimes 2, sometimes 3, sometimes 0. Often 0. But the card's awesome. I think yeah.
Just from the block value alone, it's even if you never roll it, having a 3 block on your legs. If you're looking at the legs here, right? There's nothing great in the generic. We didn't do a bunch of generics other than we didn't do the only one on here. I'm looking at the list on the right. You got Iron Rot. We've got Time Skippers. We've got Snapdragon. So if you're not playing Snapdragon, what are you playing, right? So just on the block alone, even if it does nothing, it's super valuable.
Yeah,
it's a whole card and a half.
Always 0 when Rabbit has the dice.
Yup.
Same here. Next we have Refraction Bolters.
Yeah, so this one B for Bolters. Because it's really good.
Certainly is. I'm almost tempted to go A because a lot like the accelerators, it's oh, we just don't have like a better option for like Dorinthia decks.
Right.
But also like I'm trying like the only thing that would make this better for like to have a better version would to just make it have more block.
Yeah.
I think it's the exact effect she wants. And I think I think
Or
it's worthy of an A.
honestly, or you could make an attack reaction, like pay 1, give an attack, go again.
Sure.
If it hits, destroy this, right? So like something like you can force the attack reaction kind of thing.
And accelerators doesn't block, right?
Right, and that does. So I think just from a blocking standpoint, it deserves a point above.
Yeah, I think it's doing some serious work. And finally, we have Snapdragon Scalers.
S is an S tier card.
S, I mean, it's just it's
yeah.
always
If you're
be
playing
good.
Snapdragon Scale, like if you look at this top list here, right? We've got 5 legendaries, and I would probably put the Assassin Boots as an A as well.
Yeah,
because in certain strategies it really lets you fulfill your plan, but like not all assassins want to play it.
yeah, correct. You know, I think so as well. But I don't know. And Rabbit, I know you said a Beaten Trackers is easy B tier. I know that, but I think we have to give a separation between Hooves and Beaten Trackers, in my humble opinion. Maybe I'm a little biased. B for biased.
B for biased. And also, so you notice we didn't put Sutcliffe's Weight Hides on here. That card's just significantly worse than Creepers.
Yeah.
Like it's Creepers, but you have to have played it on attack first. Yeah. So there's a lot of ones we didn't do. Basically the Null Rune versions, the Quells.
Yeah. We put Null Rune the only 1D here, right? Because it needs to be like the baseline. Like this is bad, but like totally fine. But there's always going to be better versions, right?
Right.
So,
like if you only own Null Rune Boots as you own 0 other leg cards but Null Rune Boots, it's still better than running no boots.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Or having like it's still better than running Iron Rot into a wizard or a Rune Blade. You know what I mean? It's still like if I had to put Iron Rod on here, I would put it on C because it blocks, because it's less specific, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of boots that already exist that we didn't talk about that are basically Null Rune boots, but better.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but hey, that's our tier list. And if you disagree, that's okay. We still love you.
Sorry. Yeah.
But, my friend, it's been another great show.
Great show.
Between Two Buds.
I hope it was. Between Two Buds.
Between Two Buds is the new show.
And I'll move the thing over here as we graduate on to, the end of the night.
Okay, well, plug your things and give a meal of the week. Why don't you?
Yeah, so you can find me on Twitter at Mr. Viz. It's spelled out there in the papyrus font. If you're going to be going to the Pittsburgh event coming up, say hi. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be judging. Very excited. For me, my meal of the week. What was my meal of the week? Oh, you know what my meal of the week was? I was in New York this weekend.
Cool.
New York City.
And not Poughkeepsie? No.
New York City. And I went to a fine establishment for a dinner with a bunch of our friends. It's a little bit of an international kind of style food. It's not necessarily it's kind of American, but not. It's a little bit. It's not. I would say it's more of an island style food. Have you ever heard of the place called Margaritaville?
Yeah.
I went to Margaritaville this weekend.
Oh.
And I just
thought you were wasting away a bit.
Yeah, I was wasting away a little bit. It was a great time. It was for this. It's all about the experience. So for the Margaritaville experience, I got wonderful chicken tenders. We were there every hour. They played Margaritaville and the giant Statue of Liberty with the with the holding the margarita. My only big complaint here, there were a lot of children in Margaritaville.
Yeah.
Like, you think, okay, the name of the restaurant, Margaritaville. There's a lot of margaritas, but there was a lot of children. And I'm thinking, why are there children in Margaritaville? The line outside of Margaritaville. A lot of people, a lot of children, My only thought was that they're really trying to build up, the education system in Margaritaville. They really need to start some infrastructure.
Sure.
Start them young. So my thought was really they're trying to reach the youths with some margaritas pizza, perhaps, or whatever else they would do in Margaritaville. But yeah, that was my meal of the week.
Maybe they're all just Jimmy Buffett fans.
What would Jimmy Buffett do?
Yeah, that was WWJBD. My meal of the week, I had pizza last night, a bar pie that was quite good. Pepperoni, fresh jalapeno, not pickled, with arugula. And it was delicious. And I think it's a winning combo. The arugula gives a nice freshness, kind of cuts into the kind of spicy stuff going on. But you all can continue to find me at FreshBudsPod. Did you plug your Twitter?
Yeah, I said at Mr. Viz.
All right.
I don't do anything else.
Back to me.
So.
At FreshBudsPod, where you can find all things Fresh and Buds. Check out the Buds Discord, Patreon, all that fun stuff. Thank you for hanging out. Tommy's very tired, and Tommy needs to go to sleep. Tommy likes to talk in the third person. That's going to do it, I think. On that note, good night, everybody. Unless
Bellow.
I forgot something. Bellow.